Listen to this comment from a high-ranking American official. It became clear that if we were prepared to stay the course, we could help lay the cornerstone for a diverse and independent region. If we faltered, the forces of chaos would smell victory, and decades of strife and aggression would stretch endlessly before us. The choice was clear. We would stay the course, and we shall stay the course. That's not President Bush speaking. It's Lyndon Johnson speaking 40 years ago, ordering 100,000 more American soldiers to Vietnam. Here's another quotation. The big problem is to get territory and to keep it. You can get it today, and it'll be gone next week. That is the problem. You have to have enough people to clear it, enough people to preserve what you have done. That is not President Bush on the need for more forces in Iraq. It is President Johnson in 1966 as he doubled our military presence in Vietnam. Those comparisons from history resonate painfully in today's debate on Iraq. In Vietnam, the White House grew increasingly obsessed with victory and increasingly divorced from the will of the people and any rational policy. The Department of Defense kept assuring us that each new escalation in Vietnam would be the last. Instead, each one led only to the next. Finally, in 1968, in large part because of the war, Democrats lost the White House. Richard Nixon was elected president after telling the American people that he had a secret plan to end the war. We all know what happened, though. As president, he escalated the war into Cambodia and Laos, and it went on for 6 more years. There was no military solution to that war, but we kept trying to find one anyway. And in the end, 58,000 Americans died in the search for it. Echoes of that disaster are all around us today. Iraq is George Bush's Vietnam. As with Vietnam, the only rational solution to the crisis is political, not military. Injecting more troops into a civil war is not the answer. Our men and women in uniform cannot force the Iraqi people to reconcile their differences. The open-ended commitment of our military forces continues to enable the Iraqis to avoid taking responsibility for their own future. Tens of thousands of additional American troops will only make the Iraqis more resentful of America's occupation. It will also make the Iraqi government even more dependent on America, not less.
A preemptive strike in the battle over Iraq. That was Democratic Senator Edward Kennedy speaking at the National Press Club.